I'm with Sophie and Tucker from SOFI Tukker. So glad to chat with you guys at MTELUS.
Us
Yes.
too. We're so happy to be here. We had an amazing show here last night.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're ready to do it again.
Once again. Now, I want to know, for your bread album, your third album that came out, what was your bread recipe? Because you guys had a lot of inspiration, a lot of meaning. I know you like the baguette, right,
I love
Tucker?
it so much. It looks so good. God.
I know. I have a little quiz for you guys right after. But how would you describe it?
I would say the ingredients were a lot of us sort of reflecting on our entire catalog of music and really thinking like, okay, what makes SOFI Tukker music, and like what do we feel most proud of and most special when we do, and what could only us make.
Yeah.
And then I think it took a lot of Brazil. We spent months in Brazil making this album, finishing it up. We wanted to make sure you could really dance to it and you could feel good. We wanted to make sure we could perform it and it be really energetic and fun. And we wanted to make the best music we possibly could.
And we actually feel it. And with your outfit, I find that sets the tone for the cover of the album. Fun, creative. Your dress is like a gown of full-on bread. How did you get that idea, and how did that go for the photo shoot?
It was actually really, really hot that
Yeah.
day in Rio. And it's a
So
really,
hot.
really, really long dress. It,
Yeah.
it was a little complicated. It was, scratchy and heavy and all of the above, but
You're gorgeous.
unbelievably worth it. And it was just like one of those random ideas that when we thought, "Hey, let's name the album Bread," we were like, what if I'm wearing a gown made of bread? It was just like a random thought that then we just decided to make happen, which is thrilling. And I love when that happens.
And we feel the sexiness too to it. That's exactly the vibe that we feel in your album. And the mix, the DNA of SOFI Tukker is a mix of different languages. And for the first time, you guys have 5 languages in Woof with Kalo. What was the trickiest, toughest part of creating that song?
It was actually really tricky. That song took us years.
Yeah.
Because we made a version of it and we really liked the vocal, but the track just wasn't right yet. And then we reworked it to make it much faster. And that also didn't work. And then we tried a lot of different versions.
Yeah.
And basically over the pandemic, we were live streaming every single day. And a lot of people were watching, and we were trying songs out. So we would play different versions of Woof, and people got so attached to the version that they got attached to. So people have very strong opinions about the creation of Woof, which is hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, it was like 5 years ago when we started that song.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
But with the different languages, it just suits and it fits. It's part of the magic of that song.
Thank you. Yeah, I
The
loved
easiest
it.
part of that song was probably the different languages and the vocals. Like, we made that vocals in one day, and then it was just the music fitting the vocals. That took like 5 years.
The video clip that's outstanding in New York. And Je suis Sophie 1, 2, 3. C'est quoi ton mot préféré en français?
No.
No.
But what's amazing is last night, in that part, I saw all of the French Canadians being like, Je suis Sophie, 1, 2, 3. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is the extent of my French.
And which is perfect.
It was
which is
really
perfect.
cute. People really got into that moment. It made me really happy.
And how would you describe the freak fam that was there at your Montreal show, since we're talking about it? What was the craziest moment?
I mean, last night was crazy the whole time.
We couldn't start songs.
Oh my God.
Everyone was just screaming and yelling, and usually you wait for the crowd to sort of die down and then you start the next song, and we were just standing there like, what do we do? Should we just start the song and make them stop? It was so amazing. And then at the end, we were just standing there for minutes and minutes.
Wow.
And they were just stomping their feet and singing ole ole ole, it was crazy. It was
So
crazy.
you got a standing ovation type of vibe.
Yeah, basically, it was
I mean, the
amazing.
whole show was
Also, Tucker did also show
Good point.
his bare buns last night.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah?
showed my butt. I mooned the crowd last night.
But I think it's not the first time, right?
It actually was the first time I mooned the crowd on stage. I mean, if you've seen our Throw Some Ass video, you've seen
Yeah.
my naked butt.
Yeah.
But I haven't actually naked butted the crowd like that.
How did you feel the experience of showing your ass off? I'm sorry to say, but fun?
I kind of liked it. Exhilarating.
So is there a take 2 tonight?
Maybe. I've been trying to start an OnlyFans, but no one lets me.
No, that doesn't work. Speaking of maybe having fun, so your video clip Spiral, that is so much fun, Girls Night Out. What was the best part of filming with Heidi Klum, and maybe what did you learn from her?
Gosh, I feel like I learned so much from her just in her attitude towards everything. She's the type of contagious personality that, like, being around her made me shine more, you know? Like, she is so nice to everyone, so fun, just wants to have a good time, so at the same time relaxed and really professional. Okay. Like, never complains, just is such a vibe to be around, and I want to be like her forever. Like, her attitude is just really amazing and really aspirational. And I mean, beyond that, we actually just had the best time ever. Like, we kept having too much fun off camera, and the director would be like, no, stop. Too much. Too much. We need to start filming.
Did she ever tell you something before you started off your shoot? Like, okay, girl, let's have fun. Let's be sexy. I don't know.
I mean, really, she just led by example, but she did try to get me to dye my hair blonde and have these, like, really long nails, both of which I did not listen to Heidi.
They called me the day before, and Sophie's like, I might dye my hair blonde because I'm at Heidi's house, and she thinks it's a good idea. And I was like, we just shot so much, like, the whole album campaign, all our, like, these things in Brazil with your dark hair. Like, please don't.
Please don't. I love you, but please don't.
Pretty much.
How was your experience as the pizza delivery guy, just living the dream and going in that girls' night party?
Just living like the porn guy's dream, you know? It's really just porny.
Really uncomfortable because I was in it, but you know.
But it really made me laugh, so it was really, really fun. So we got the vibe. And if we chat a little bit about your tour set, I want to know a little bit more because bread, it's making us chat. We're going to do this little quiz with the bread, but the universe, it kind of feels like a Cirque du Soleil vibe. Dancers, jungle because of the Brazilian ambiance. How would you describe like your on set and how different it is from any other DJ electro and any other artist?
I mean, it's definitely different. We have a combination of all of our inspirations all on one stage, which is hilarious because usually they would not belong together. But that's the beauty of SOFI TUKKER, which is like the things that I'm inspired by and the things that he is inspired by. They usually don't go together, but somehow it works and we bring them together. But we have like a jungle gym. We have monkey bars that double as a drum kit, and then we have like a bread universe video, and then we have four dancers. It's just like, it's a lot of things that make us really happy all in one.
With a mix of cachaça on stage? Is that every night?
There's always a cachaça
actually.
bottle on
Yeah.
stage. Yeah, we even bring in a little like jazz club moment to the show. We throw a lot of things at this on this bread tour, and it works. It's really, really fun. We're really proud of it. There's not that many dance acts who do live shows in general.
Yeah.
And then of those few, you know, we're like a little more like a band where we're actually playing instruments and singing and performing. So it's kind of like in this in-between zone, but it's really like, it's entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just like fun and entertaining. And someone said the other day, they're like, it's just a spectacle. And I was like, cool.
Sounds like your dad.
No, it wasn't.
Was it?
No, it was
like, no.
Ari, I think, in New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a spectacle.
And what's your favorite song that you do on that tour, bread tour?
I really love Perfect Someone. It's the jazz club moment because like all the lights go to red and we just bring this jazz club into the video. And then there's this really beautiful choreography and Tucker singing and we bring the cachaça out. It's like, it's just a really, it's like the most musical theater moment also in the show. It's just, it takes you out of what you would ever expect at an electronic show.
And that's the last song of your album, so it's like the punch for the end. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the set, but a punch for the end of the album for sure. And then I would say Throw Some Ass.
Yeah.
That's just like the highlight of this show. It's just so
Almost
fun.
every time, it's
Every
true.
time, right?
Yeah, it's so fun.
Oh my God, I love it. Okay, so tell me, you guys have been spending a little bit of time in Montreal, well, in Quebec. What's the best part of your stay here?
Well, we were here for 2 days before the show, but we were at our friend's house because he lives up in the mountains, and we just do nothing. Like we work, we're in the studio, but
That's
like
so not true.
No,
I
no, no.
literally worked every second I was there.
no, I mean like we don't like it hard.
Nothing is. The
No, no, I
most
mean like we're
absurd.
not going like exploring. Like we're not like going to restaurants. Like we're like in the house and we're just like in the studio the entire day. Like, but the thing is, it's beautiful. Like the mountains are beautiful. You look out the window, you're like, wow. Not that we go outside, but you know,
the
we
leaves
can at least really appreciate the sunset when it
Seeing
happens.
real like fall, autumn leaves, it was really amazing. I loved
You guys are
it.
gonna be like, I need to come back to Montreal and show my ass again. Well,
Well,
maybe.
Maybe tonight.
Maybe tonight. I love it. And I've heard that you could sing a little bit of the Canadian anthem.
I can.
Are we going?
I mean, is it just "Oh Canada"?
Yeah.
Oh,
You can just go.
What after that?
Canada,
Our home and native.
Our home and native land,
That's all I got.
True
patriot
patriot
love
love.
with all thy son's commands. Okay, that's it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
found
Ladies
it
and gentlemen.
lovely when you were doing that.
And
And
that's a nice song. I
it's
like
cute,
that.
right?
Yeah.
It's even better than the States, but that's another topic. I love that you guys for the next couple of weeks are on your Bread American, North American tour, and then going to Europe for Kygo. What do you find more stressful? Doing your own show or opening for someone else?
Own show by far.
Yeah,
By
in terms of
far.
stress, yeah.
Because like when we're doing shows for ourselves, we're like these are pretty. This is one of the smaller venues on the tour, but like, and amazing also. We love playing here.
Thank you.
It's really fun. But like a lot of times we're like, okay, we got to sell like 10,000 tickets ourselves. You know, like there's no one to rely on. Like this is
Also-
up to us if it doesn't fill up or if we don't send people home with the best night ever, like that's on us.
Okay.
If you're going to the Kygo show, we're just gonna do our absolute best. We're gonna try to convert some Kygo fans to SOFI Tucker fans,
That's it.
and we're just gonna like have a great time.
Throw
and
some
if it's
ads.
not sold out, it's kind of on Kygo.
Good point.
Yeah, I mean, even down to like really curating the whole night. You know, on this tour, like we just care a lot about what happens in the whole night, and it's all up to us. So we want to make sure you have the best opener experience possible. We want to make sure that everyone who's working at the venue is just having the best experience possible. But like on an opening tour, we just have to do our job, and we don't have to worry as much about. So we like our own tour because we like our own vibe, and we want to do that. But it's definitely more stressful.
More stressful.
Less in our control when
Yeah.
we're opening.
Oh, yeah.
But that also comes with less responsibilities and less stress.
Definitely. But you guys put so much details in your shows, your music, the different ambiance, and your community that loves you. What word would you say about your freak fams in Montreal? Like, are we crazy? Are we insane? The best?
The crowd in Montreal is amazing, honestly. Montreal and Toronto, whenever we come up here, we know the shows are going to be amazing. Like, we're not stressing when we're coming up here because we know it's going to be great.
Love this. Okay. Are you guys ready for the bread game?
Yeah.
Okay, so to finish off, these are questions of who's more. So you show us to the cam who is more of, you will see what we're going to do. Okay. Sounds good. You're smelling your
down.
picture?
Incense.
Yeah. No, if ever it's your birthday and you want to light it up.
Oh.
Yeah. Little party tonight to finish off your Montreal vibe. All right. So who is more of a party animal? All right, Tucker. Who's more always late? Sophie. Who is easygoing?
Both down.
Both. Okay, none of the above. Who is more stubborn? Okay, Tucker. That's okay. Yeah.
She can be super stubborn, though.
Really?
For the record.
Okay.
That's not like a runaway answer. It could be close. You could make an argument that she's
A
stubborn.
stubborn person would say that.
No, she is stubborn. I just may be a tiny bit more stubborn
Okay.
occasionally.
Okay, you guys know each other very well. I love it. Who is more disciplined?
Ooh, it totally depends on what we're talking about.
Give you an example.
Like, she'll wake up to make sure to get her workout in. Like, she's
Yeah.
disciplined in many health ways. Many ways.
Okay. And
What are
you
disciplined
disciplined?
I'm more disciplined in, like, if we... No, I do think I'm more disciplined in ways.
Okay, what?
Okay, yeah. We're waiting for it.
I'll push through uncomfortable situations,
Okay.
and Sophie kind of won't. She'll
That's
want to
not
be more
true.
comfortable.
That's so not true.
No, it is. You'll be more like
That's so
shook if
not
you're
true.
uncomfortable.
Okay, I love this
You
one.
are a king of comfort.
Yeah, sometimes.
That's bullshit.
Who is more homesick? Oh, none of the above?
Sophie actually
Sophie?
gets when she has a boyfriend.
Okay, so right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who is more adventurous?
I don't know. I think me.
Oh, this is an argument. Okay, perfect. That's
I
okay.
think me.
Who is more willing to try something new?
Probably Sophie.
Sophie.
What's the difference between trying something new and adventurous?
You're
I don't know,
right.
but it feels different.
It feels different. That was my interpretation, French Canadian, you know? All right. And who is more of a problem solver?
Ooh, it depends what the type of problem is. I think we're both actually problem solvers in different ways, and we handle the problems differently. But we'll both solve them.
Oh, that's cute.
But I might be a little more like brute,
Okay. Brutal.
you know,
Okay.
a little more like aggressive.
It's more the masculine way
Okay.
Yeah.
of dealing with the
So,
things.
this.
Both.
Yeah.
Both of the above. Well, that's a perfect ending, guys. Thank you so much. Sophie Tucker, have an amazing show tonight. And just have fun.